Going live. Okay, I guess we're live. Okay. We need to wait for the people.
Okay.
Yes.
So maybe somebody will talk.
Yep. I mean, we can see the viewers there. So once we have someone joining, we can start.
Nice.
The discussion and everything. So if somebody can see us or is joined, just shoot a message or something so we can see. Okay, this will be converted into a video either way, so people can see something at the end of the day. Test 1 2, test 1 2. That's what.
Hello.
Started like wrong link or something. It's on the site. Ah, okay, yeah, you're right. Maybe we should connect it to
TV.
Since we have time.
Yeah. Can you? Look on the left side.
Yes.
Nice.
Okay.
Yeah.
Second. Okay, we have someone there.
Okay.
Okay, I guess we can continue since we're live, and then when people join, we can just go ahead with the conversation.
Yeah.
Okay, awesome. So my name is Leo,
My name is Guitem.
and this is the Hello 2 device. This one, here's the second one, and up top is the third one. So we have plenty for you guys.
Yeah.
So basically, we're gonna wait for more people to join. So basically, in the beginning, I'm just gonna have my friend start off with just introducing the little device to you guys, so you can see the back of it. You can see all the connectivity that is inside it, and I mean, he can talk about all these things.
Yeah. First, I'm gonna start with the package. So this is how it will be packed and shipped to you. Inside this, there is another package. And this is the package of the Hello 2. Inside there, you have the phone where Hello 2 will be put, and you'll have the HDMI in here, and you'll have the remote in here and the power adapter. Now, the Hello 2, this is the Hello 2 device. As you can see, is a metal body. On the back of it, we have many ports like the power jack, the Ethernet port, micro SD port, power button. We have a HDMI port, USB Type-C, and USB Type-A. Also, we have four microphones on the front, four beamforming microphones. 4K Sony sensor, and for your privacy, we have included two privacy buttons, one for the camera and one for the microphones, as the most important one. Also, we have a really good lens, which is combined with our 4K Sony sensor. Maybe Young, you will.
Yeah, I'll continue. I'll just want to find how to stop the flickering. Maybe just the brightness a bit.
Okay.
Okay, I'll do this later. Either way, I think it's fine for now. So basically, since my friend just like introduced you to the Yellow2 device, the package will receive it, and the connectivity and everything that is inside the device, I'm going to jump ahead and just explain the Yellow2 device, the user experience, all the functions and the use cases that are built in, and basically I'm going to walk you through. Like I'm going to make a demonstration to you guys about everything we have here, everything is implemented, everything that is on our roadmap. At any time, feel free to ask us anything, or if you're interested in one-to-one demos, just shoot an email at hello@celaborate.com, and we can schedule a demo, a one-on-one demo with you guys. You can see the sound quality, you can see the microphones, camera quality, and everything else. I'll start off with briefly introducing you guys with the view and everything that is implemented. So basically, this is the initial user experience you get once you set up the Yellow2 device. I'm not going to go through the setup process since it's like super easy and it's very, very easy to set up. Basically, all you need to do is just get your Android or iOS phone, install the Hello Messenger, just go to Hello tab. Basically, all you need to do, I mean, I can showcase here since we have AirPlay support, I can do that. So, okay, I'll start with the AirPlay right away. So, okay, so basically right now, I'm using AirPlay to broadcast everything that I have here. And so basically this is our app. Can you just try to play this setting here? So the settings to see if we can just drop the brightness a bit. Or not.
Maybe because you're playing.
Yep, you're right. Anyway, I'll proceed with this one. So I'll just get very close to that one so that they can see. I'll stop airplane. Okay, so basically, I mean, I'm going to show you here. Let me just adjust the brightness a bit. So basically, this is our app. It's like full-blown messenger, and you have all the capabilities that any other messenger out there has. What's special for this one is the Hello tab. So basically, this is all my Hello devices here. I have plenty of them, and I have like Hello ones and twos there, which appear in our app. To set up a Hello device, you just need to give it a name to the Hello2 device, and then you need to connect to either Ethernet or Wi-Fi. You just pass those information, basically, let's say demo, and I'm going to connect to Ethernet. A QR code will be generated. All you need to do is pass it to the Hello2 device. Hello2 device will read it, will extract the information from it, and your Hello2 device will be set up. So basically, there is no need for any IT guy or anything like that to set up the Hello2 device. Once you set up the Hello2 device, we're going to have an onboarding screen, which I can show you as well. So basically, this is our how-to guide. So you can.
If you want what Hello can do, watch this video.
This is so basically it's voice controlled, and it's gonna walk you through using voice as well. It's gonna let you know that you can control everything
on your phone and navigate to the Hello tab to try out all the features.
Yep, as I did before. And in the end,
You're all set to start using your Hello now.
As she says, Hello is ready for you to start. So basically, this is the first thing that you get, the first user experience, and what you see, the first screen you see after you set up the Hello2 device. The apps on the bottom here are all built in. So basically, they are supported by us, and we do update them constantly. As soon as there is an update that hits the store, we just check for it, and we actually just deploy it in our own system as well. So basically, I mean, that's the user experience. That's the first thing you get, and that's the first thing you have with your Hello2 device. I'll After this one, I'm going to jump into probably the most important capability or use case with the Hello 2 device. So basically, I'm going to jump ahead and just show you something about the meeting room and the video conferencing generally, the controls, whiteboarding, and everything like that. I'm going to have my friend help me out to just connect and just whiteboard with me so we can show an end-to-end collaboration. Basically, we have apps which are capable to join a whiteboard from any app. So Android, iOS do work. So I'm going to start off because I'm talking too much probably.
Yeah, as Charlie is saying, yeah, it's basically as the Hello One setup.
Yeah. Yes, exactly. I mean, it's exactly as the Hello One setup. So, okay. So basically, I mean, here are my Hello devices. If I wanted to call one right away, I would do so. Right now, I'm just going to start a meeting so you can see the field of view and everything else. Actually, now I'm going to just let my friend explain a bit more about the field of view and everything that was put into.
We have improved so much in the lens. So as you can see here, the field of view is 112 degrees, and we have added tilting, which goes 20 degrees on each side. So if you add 40 degrees of tilting plus 112 degrees of the lens, so we have like 152 degrees coverage. As you can see, the quality of the image is super good. So it's one of the things we're really proud of improving from Hello One.
Agreed.
Here, the tilting mechanism, you can do it from your phone, you can do it with the remote, and we have added like 4 touching points in here in the LED ring, so you can do the tilting from here also.
Let me answer Shelly right away. Zoom, yes, here you go. So 3 times Zoom capabilities. Basically, you can zoom in and zoom out at any time during the meeting. And as my friend said, you can combine it with a tilting mechanism. So we do support pan tilt zoom basically. As you can see here, this is the main view. You get the little field of view, and you can start off by trying to invite someone. So basically, there are different ways of inviting someone into the meeting. You can send a link to anyone, and they can join right away. I can try it from my laptop later on. So basically, every room has every Hello has its own meeting ID, which can be sent, and people can join from any type of device, let it be Android, iOS, or web. You can enter an email address, and you can just send an invite to anybody. They don't need to have a Collaborate account necessarily. They receive the email, they click on the link, they can join as a guest, they can actually even screen share as a guest. All they need to do is just download an extension. So that's like the first step that you will probably do. Now, I'm gonna walk you through some other things regarding here, so give me a second, please. So, right now I'm on my app. Basically, this is how you see, this is how Hello2 design is on the Hello tab. So basically, there are different capabilities. I can start any meeting. I did there, so I can only pick up from here, so I can control any meeting. Invite my Collaborate contacts. Also send an email as well. Probably it's easier to type from the phone. So yes, you can control it here. You can directly call the whole device. Let's say you're outside and walking. You can just directly call your office or your kids or whatever, and it will just pick up and you can answer the call and establish a connection right away. You can do direct audio video call.
Yeah, yes. So maybe it's just.
Yes. So basically, this is how the app looks like. I'm going to just here are the different modes. I'm going to talk about them just a bit later. But here are the modes: camera feed, tilt and zoom, remote control. Basically, we have a remote control built in within our app. So you can use touchpad from here. You can navigate through the buttons and everything else. So there are 3 pages and 1 here over there. So like you have all the apps over here. Now let's say I'm going to pick up my call. Okay. So basically, I picked up my call from here. So I can toggle audio and video if I wanted to. And I can invite, as I said before, so I can invite people to join from like email, invite another hello, or send an email to someone, or invite my surrounding contacts from my device directly. Yes, so basically this is it regarding ability to start a meeting and to invite someone into the meeting. Yeah, okay. Thank you, Charlie. Keep the feedback coming. So basically, another thing is to directly call the other device. As I said, you may be walking on the road, or you're working from home and you just want to talk to your children or to talk to your employees or your colleagues. All you have to do is just, so basically understand.
Answer.
Okay, so, okay, basically, I just established a call. This is what you get, basically. This is the how it looks like. I mean, probably you can see the quality is pretty impressive. We do manage to support like 180p at 30 FPS. So, I mean, yes, I know you're locally here, but still, you're gonna get 180p at 30 FPS most of the time. Let me just close this because it's gonna be echo, and I don't want to do that. Okay. I'll continue with the app, but before I continue with the app and everything we have there, okay, nice. I want to go ahead and just switch to whiteboarding a bit because it's one of the, like we're proud of like many things with Lilo too. As my friend mentioned, like we're proud of our video, our camera, we're proud of our microphones and all the effort that he's going to talk about that like in a second. And we're proud of our whiteboard as well. So like you get whiteboarding capabilities within the Lilo device. You don't need another whiteboarding. I've seen some other solutions that have a whiteboarding right there, and I just take a snapshot and use it as a whiteboard. With Hello 2, it's all built in the device. So basically right now I'm in a meeting, and as you can see, I just switched to whiteboarding session. If someone was there, I would have someone there as well. So basically, I can drag the feeds, I can expand them if I wanted to make them bigger. I can make them super tiny small so they don't bother me, and I can place them over there, for example. In whiteboarding, like, okay, it has a 10-point touch. This is our plus TV, by the way. I know
Yeah,
this is our plus TV for whiteboarding capabilities. So right now you can see it in action. So basically, it has a 10-point touch, as you can see right now. Where is the?
And it's super responsive, by the way.
Yes. Yes. So I mean, I can write anything. I can change colors. Let me change the color, or I can do something meaningful, which I'm not doing right now. So I'm going to go ahead and so basically we have integrations with Google Drive, and we're working on OneDrive integration as well. So basically, you can go to Google Drive, connect your account. Mine is already connected. I can go there. It's going to fetch all the events and all the documents sheets that I have. I'm going to click on it. And we're going to wait until the files. So basically, I just pull the file, and now I can annotate on top of it. I can move it around. I'm just going to cover this one since it's not that good. So basically, yeah, I mean, let me just make this like this. I can just draw lines. People can join from Android, iOS, from web. I can join right now. I'll show you that later as well. I'll show all the integrations that we have. And they can basically annotate on top of it. And as I'm doing right now, they can annotate from web, from Android, iOS. You can annotate on top of a picture, on top of like 3D model, PDF document, like everything can be thrown here, and you can annotate on top of it. Other capabilities, basically zooming in, zooming out. I mean, you can do all these.
And this whiteboarding actually is one of the most used features that we use internally. Like we have teams in different locations like US, China, Kosovo. And me as an engineer, when I talk to my colleagues, we usually have to draw something. So this has come like really, really helpful and handy. So I guess it's going to be for you also.
actually, like, you still don't have your hands on the L2 device. You have another question. I'll get back to you in a second. But I mean, if you just want to sign up to Collaborate, right now you have whiteboarding capabilities within our web application for free. So if you just want to try out what you're going to get with the L2 device, you can go to collaborate.com, create an account, and just start to try it out yourself. You can try calls and everything else. Yes, question. Okay, okay, Charlie. So basically, this is a touch TV, and you will need the touch TV to use whiteboarding, but not necessarily. What we have done is we have basically, okay, I'm going to show this close. I'm not going to move. So basically, this is our, we have implemented a low boost controller app. This is for Android and iPads. So basically, Android tablets. You can, okay, so you can control everything and you can whiteboard from here. Let's just imagine for a second that that's not a touch TV and you want to take over. You're going to click. You're going to switch to whiteboard. Okay. Let me switch there to whiteboard as well. Okay. So basically, if you want to, like, let's say you want to make a line or anything, you're going to see it appearing there.
Maybe you show it.
Yes. We have an issue right now because that text should be appearing here. Let me just start it from the beginning. Okay. So basically, if you don't have a touch, all you need to do is just like use this one to pass information over there. So it can be used for any non-touch TV. So if you want to take over, you're tired of just writing there, you can always sit back, leave it like this in a nice, comfortable place, and just start annotating.
Actually, this is helpful in conference rooms where you don't have to always get up and go to the TV in order to use the whiteboard. So we have like a solution for lazy people who don't want to go to the TV, or for the ones who want to go to the TV.
Yes, yes. Or for both of them.
Yeah.
Want to do that and this at the same time. So yes, I mean, I can change the color, as I said. Let me change the background color. I can do like everything is synchronized and it's gonna work in both sides. So yes, if you don't have touch, exactly. So like you need to connect, you need to be on the same Wi-Fi or network, and you can pair the little device with the tablet, and you can use it for whiteboarding purposes if you don't have a touch TV. So if you don't need one or you don't want to get one, you can always use your iPad or your Android tablets and our app that is built in specifically for this use case. On top of that, I mean, this is not just for whiteboarding capabilities. This can be used to start a meeting, to invite someone. Basically, you can just be relaxed, sit down, use this and control all the other devices this one. I mean, we have the remote control. Everything is tilt and zoom. Join a meeting, whiteboard. Basically, it's our SIP client works from here directly. You can switch modes. I'm going to talk about this one later. But we have 4 different modes in the L2 device, so you can switch to collaboration mode where we have the calendar integrations. I'm going to talk about this later. You have TV mode and you have gaming mode. So all of these later. But yes, can be done from here as well. I'd switch to, like, let's keep it to conferencing and whiteboarding, but let's switch it to probably audio, since it's one of the things we're really, really proud of, and maybe you can talk a bit more. Also, again, if you want a live demo and you want to actually feel it and be with us in the room, listen to the microphones and to the whole audio experience, just feel free to shoot us an email and we'd love to get back to you. I'm going to let my friend talk about audio.
As you know, we have the first generation and we run a Kickstarter campaign, and we really, really listen to your feedback. And one of the things we improved the most is the microphones. As I mentioned at the beginning, we have included 4 beamforming microphones. And what does that mean is that we use now a DSP where the voice signal is processed with 16 cores. So it's really, really powerful. So what beamforming allows us to do is that when you're in a room and somebody talks within that room, we can know where the voice is coming from based on where the signal is coming. So knowing where the voice is coming from allows us to concentrate on that voice particularly and delete in a digital way all the other noises. So in that way, we have a really crystal clear, I can say, voice that it's really impressing me. Me also. So we really have tried it too many times, and it works like 20 or 30 meters away. But of course, we're not gonna guarantee that. So it works perfectly up to 10 meters, maybe.
In good environments, probably can push it to 12 or so, but like we're not going to promise anything.
Yeah, but what is really impressive to me is that conference rooms usually are with glass and are echoic very much, so they're not like perfect environments for video calling, even though they're video conference rooms. So we really achieved a good quality even in those rooms. And when we tested here, we tested like in environments too echoic that you're never gonna use. Like you can hear your echo talking like this, but there it's canceled in our DSP.
So yeah, as my friend said, like we've been testing like for a long time. We have like a big building and we have some really challenging rooms with RT60 up to almost 1, which is the worst possible room for video conferencing. Don't do that, please. So I mean, we've been really pushing it to a limit. There is still work in progress. We still want to make it even better. We still want to tackle and just be the ones that just use a single hello device, a single device where you don't need any microphones, any third-party speaker. So everything is done from this one, and I mean that's our goal, and that's what we're proud to achieve from day one. So,
and actually, we forgot to mention, like in the other video conferencing systems, like probably you're going to need an IT, but even if you're an IT, you're going to give effort there to set up everything. So what you really need here is 2 cables, the power cable and the HDMI. When you connect them, you have everything you need. If you connect through Wi-Fi, if you want to connect through Ethernet, you're going to use 1 extra cables. But even 3 cables, that's much less than any other video conferencing systems.
Yes, basically the remotes. He didn't mention any dongle, so basically the dongle is in there, and we're gonna pair it before we ship it. In case it's not, it's very easy to pair. So we have that all in our how-to videos and everything. So, I mean, yes, this doesn't have anything. It just works out of the box. As my friend said, 2 cables, that's all we need. Having said that, yeah, so audio we talked about.
And actually with the audio, we reached like you don't need any other Bluetooth like speakers, microphones, no matter how big your conference room is. You don't need to pair anything else. You just need to have the hello, and you can be heard from any corner of the room.
True, that's exactly right. Okay, since we're like still in the meeting side and we're still talking about conferencing generally and whiteboarding and collaboration, I'm going to go ahead and just show you a bit more on that area. I'm going to switch to one of the modes, which is the collaboration mode. So basically, as you can see here, we're 4 different modes. I'm going to talk about each of them differently. So basically, this is collaboration mode without having a calendar integrated or calendar fetched, so you can see all the events there. Okay, you can answer. Just let me pair one here, and then we can go right. So basically, we have calendar integrations for like Google Calendar and Office 365 calendars, as you can see them right here. So let me just connect Google Calendar. Just have the account, and it's okay. So basically, I connect my account. Here it's going to ask me if I want to fetch my personal email, the event from my personal email, or one of the room resources that you can create in Google, and where your employees can just go in a huddle room, have the hello device there, and just start a meeting according to the schedule that it was first meant to be. Okay.
Maybe if I can.
Yeah, go ahead.
When you connect,
Looks like there's a problem.
Sorry, Google Assistant.
when you connect the Hello with a TV, you need an HDMI cable, and that means that the voice will come through TV speakers. So you cannot mute the TV speakers, but we kind of calibrate our audio systems to work in every different TV. So I believe that the earlier issues that you may have had with Echo, you will not have it anymore, as we are including hardware AEC now in Hello 2, which it wasn't in Hello 1. And I'm not sure of which video conference system are you referring to, but we have tested almost every TV we could find. And I can say that our systems dynamically changes, and it will work with every TV, with every size, and with every brand.
Yeah, on top of that, just to add, like, I mean, this time we're actually even contemplating in adding some debugging tools. So in case you're facing any difficulties with our algorithms are not adjusting properly, you can do everything manually. All you have to do is just do it once. You don't have to do it like many times. And like the audio experience generally is going to be pretty good.
Yeah, so you use that probably with
Okay,
Hello
yes,
1.
Hello 1, yeah.
Yeah, so Hello 1 didn't include hardware AEC. So it's really hard, not for us, but for everybody in this area.
Industry, yeah.
Yeah, so what we achieved here is really great. So to be able to make it work, the hardware AEC in every TV with every size in different rooms,
Yep.
it was really challenging. But we have a whole team working only on audio for a really long time. So I believe we have solved that issue.
Shelly, have you pre-ordered the Hello 2? Can I ask? And just get back to me when I'll proceed there. But just let me know.
And thank you for the questions.
Yes, thank you for the questions. Keep going. So yeah, basically, yeah, as my friend said, audio is something that we're really proud of, and we're not going to stop until it's going to be like the best out there. As they mentioned as well, so I mean, all the other systems need a third-party speaker or need to use from the PC, use the speakers and to output the sound from the PC. With the Hello 2, all you need is the Hello 2 device. That's our aim. That's our goal. We don't want you to spend any more money on the other solutions and any other third-party speakers, microphones, or whatever you will be using. No need to be fancy. All you need is this beautiful device. So that's our goal.
It's good that you ordered, because I'm barely waiting for Hello to come to you, and on your feedback, because I'm pretty sure they're going to have some good news there.
I mean, we were talking earlier. I mean, we're super convinced that once you get the Hello 2 device, you're definitely going to spread the word. Not only you, everybody who has a Hello 2 device, we're going to spread the word. And okay, yes. You're gonna be pleasantly surprised. You're gonna see it yourself. So yeah, basically, I'm just continue. I'm gonna go like faster to all the other use cases. We have with Hello 2, we have integrations with Google Calendar and with Office 365 calendars. I connected my Google Calendar. I can connect Office 365 calendars. I can connect any room resource that Google and Microsoft offer. So basically, it's going to fetch all my calendar events. It's going to fetch all the events from, let's say, from Zoom, Skype for Business, Microsoft Teams, anything else you might be using there. So you can see them there, and you can actually join in a conversation with just a click. So if I have any meeting ongoing right now, all I need to do is just click on it, and the app is going to do its job to redirect you to the actual app, to insert the needed data, basically the name of the Hello 2 device, and you're going to be jumping right into the meeting. Another cool thing, which has to do with calendars, and I'm going to come over there and just explain to you guys, is we have calendar integrations within our app as well. So let's say, so basically this is our app, and I can go to calendar. It's going to fetch my latest calendar. Again, we do support both of them in our app as well. So if I wanted to, like, I'm lazy, or I'm not even lazy, I just go to a room that has one Hello device, and I have a demo, or I have a call right there. and I just want to pass the link from my phone to the Hello device directly. So what I need to do is, let's say we have a meeting in our system, or let's just use Google Meet, why not? I can do it via NFC. I can pass the link by getting closer and just doing it via NFC, which is built in the Hello 2 device as well. Or I can do it from Bluetooth. Oops, my bad. Okay, let me do it again. Bluetooth, and I can choose the Hello 2 device. It's going to connect, it's going to send the link, and it's going to start the meeting. So basically right now, I just passed the link there, and Hello is doing everything. It's opening Google Meet, and if someone was there on the other side, the call would be established right away. That's another cool thing, another cool feature we have integrated in the Hello 2 device. Same use case works with NFC as well, and this is one of the reasons NFC is integrated with the Hello 2 device as well. So yes, basically you get it from the calendars. Actually, we're just like eager for you to try it as well, because we have a lot of features from our messengers as well. So as soon as you get the Hello 2 device and as soon as you set it up, you can try all of these, and you have the app to support you on everything. Okay. So let me just show you controls from the app as well. Tilt and zoom. It just got connected. I'm using the dog thing right here. So right now I'm tilting left and right from the little device. You can hear the sound, and I can just start a meeting as well. So basically you can control everything, and you can actually be in a third-party app. Let's say you're using Google Meet or Microsoft Teams, you can control the tilting mechanism for that app as well. You can do Zoom in that app as well. You can do everything from the phone itself. Okay. Probably many of you guys know, but I mean, if you set up the Hello device, you don't need to be the only one to own it or to use it. So basically, I can share my Hello with my friend, and I can just give special permissions to them. So basically, if I don't want them to use my camera feed, or I don't want them to be able to directly call the Hello device, I can restrict them from doing so. So yes, that's another feature. You can do everything, controls all the way from the phone itself.
Yeah, usually in use cases where an office is used by more than one people. So yeah, you can have one admin, like we say, with all the permissions, and that admin can share the Hello with as many people as he wants, and set the permissions he wants for, or for the kids, like you don't want to have them all the permissions to go everywhere, so you can let them only the permissions you want them to have.
Yep, exactly. So basically I showed calendar. By the way, when you're in a call or in a whiteboarding session and you just want to have a conference as well, every Hello has its own dial-in number. So right now with Hello 2, you can dial in the Hello 2 and enter the access code, and you will be joined into a meeting as well. So we do have those capabilities with the Hello 2 device as well now. Okay, so I mean, AirPlay, I tried to do AirPlay. I apologize for the brightness here. I mean, AirPlay does work and it's supported just like we did with the Hello one. Miracast as well, so I can try it. Go ahead and try it. Okay. I'm waiting to connect, and it's going to be connected soon, I believe, to my Hello 2 device. If not, we have to fix it.
Yeah, trying to connect.
Yes. I guess I'm not in the same subnet, or I don't have.
No,
okay, yes. Okay, so basically I'm using my Android device and I'm passing down. So basically I'm screencasting using this device.
Yeah, so you have to be on the same Wi-Fi in order for Miracast to work. So.
Okay. I'm going to disconnect. So basically AirPlay, Miracast, we do have Alexa, as I said before. I have to set it up, but I'm not really going to go through Alexa right now. I'm just going to keep it to I mean, we can try Google Assistant. You can see that it does work. So, okay, Google, weather.
Now in Pristina, it's 28 and mostly cloudy. Tonight, it's predicted to be 21 and partly cloudy.
Actually, it's one of the first devices, if not the first. I have not seen any other device that has Alexa and Google Assistant built in.
Built in at the same time. I mean, there are devices that you can trigger Alexa or Google Assistant from the settings, but with the Allo 2, what we're bringing is both of them working at the same time. Whichever you call, they're going to trigger, and they can actually output whatever command you desire. I know, like, I've had a lot of questions during my live demos with a lot of people. You can customize in the settings if you want to use Alexa or you don't want to use Alexa, or you want to use Google Assistant instead. You can turn both of them off. I mean, everything can be done in our Hello settings, so no problem about that one. If you don't want to use them, you don't have to.
Maybe because what I've seen is that people are very, very concerned about the privacy.
Yeah.
So what we did here is, I can say we solved it. So what we did is,
you can use this.
yeah, we have included two buttons here.
Can you go closer? Yeah, it's a cool thing.
We have included two buttons here. One is with the camera and one is with the microphone icon. So what we did here is we solved this issue in a hardware way. What we did is that we have a MIPI switch for the camera. So if you really are concerned about your privacy, you can just turn it off and no signal will go there. So there's no way to hack it because for the outside world, it doesn't exist. So we really cut the way there. Same for the microphones. If you just are worried that somebody's hearing you, then you can just switch it off. It doesn't exist anymore.
Yes, I mean, there are no APIs or anything to control them using our device or using our software. So basically, everything is done. You have to be there to shut it off, either the sound or the sound volume or the camera. So microphones and camera can be shut off right here. I mean, as my friend said, I mean, we literally cut the wires.
It's like physically switch off. So there's no way for software to have access there.
Now, someone might ask, but why would I do that? Can I use a device after that? What can I do if I do that?
You can use the device for other things, for other modes, like you can watch a movie, you can play games, whiteboard, whatever the case is. If you switch off, you can only switch off the camera. If you switch off only the camera, you can still talk.
Yeah, you can still have an audio call, for example.
Yeah.
I mean, yep, you can.
Yeah, you can. So basically, you can use the device. The device is still usable, but just switch off the camera, you can't use the camera. You switch off the microphones, you cannot use the microphones.
Or yeah, I mean, if you just want to have it on all the time, it has some beautiful LEDs here, so why not? You can use it all the time. If you just want to feel like you want to have that peace of mind, all you have to do is just trigger these two privacy controls, and you're good to have it there plugged in. You don't need to turn it off and such stuff. So another thing, I'm not going to do it, but also capability
here. Yeah.
Yes.
Also, other devices can switch off, like turn off, if you want, like privacy. But we turn it, we leave it on. So maybe when you have the call. You just switch it on when you want to have the call, and you want to switch it off when you don't want to have a call. So I think Charlie can see. Okay, I'm gonna put some light there.
Yes.
Yeah. Good point. Like this.
Yes.
Here are the buttons. So as you can see, one has the camera icon and one has the microphone icon.
Okay, Charlie. Okay, like related to that, with the Allo one, since actually you're a user of the Allo one, you cannot turn on or turn off the device. I mean, as you probably know, you just have to unplug it and plug it in if you want to use it.
I can't help with that yet.
I don't need help. Thank you.
Okay.
So basically, with the Allo 2, you can power off or put it in sleep mode using the remote or using our software remote in our app. Like all you need to do is just press it once, and it's going to go to sleep. hold it for a longer time, and it's gonna power off. So basically, powering off the Hello device, it was really requested a lot from our Hello One users. So that's gonna be possible with the Hello 2 device.
Even if you power it off, the booting time is it's like 3 seconds.
Yes,
it's
like
gonna be really fast.
Yes. What else we can show them? Let me see within the app.
Modes.
Yes, modes. You're right. Okay, so I'm gonna change them from here now, since I already briefed you about this one. So here you have the modes, and as I mentioned before. So right now we're in collaboration mode. If I want to switch to TV mode, I just click, and it's gonna send the command, and I'm gonna be switching to TV mode right there. So right now in the TV mode, we have a YouTube API integrated with some of the most popular content from YouTube. Basically, you can watch any popular trailers from movies, like documentaries, travel, top YouTube channels, and all of these. You also have some YouTube, you have some Android apps which you can use for streaming. So basically, if you want to watch Netflix, if you want to watch HBO Now, YouTube TV, you want to listen to Spotify or any other radio, you go down. So like all of these are supported. Some apps are like pre-installed within the Hello device. You can always uninstall them later. If you want to install an app, you can just click on it, and you can install it right away. Yes, this is it.
The fun stuff of Hello 2.
Yes, I'm going out to the fun stuff. Another fun stuff is the gaming mode.
Oh yeah.
Yes. So basically now I'm switching to gaming mode. We thought, it's an Android device. Why not introduce some casual gaming? It's fun. You can pass time. You can be at home. You can be in the office. You can work from home, and you just need those 30 minutes to just play a game and have fun.
So also we have our joystick. Here is the. I'm gonna put some light also on it. Just a second. So here is our Hello joystick. So we have a hardware joystick and a software joystick. So basically, you can use your phone as a joystick also. But for people like I prefer the hardware joystick. Some prefer the software joystick. So no, we don't do this at our working hours.
Not me.
So if you need like 15 minutes to relax, or you want to use your break to have some fun, so you can play some casual games in Android. Basically, every game you can play in your phone, you can play it on a big TV.
Big TV. Yeah, exactly. That's the difference between playing a game right here or playing a game right there. Something fun that you can try with the Hello 2 device as well. So basically, this is our gamepad integrated within our Hello Messenger. I'm going to move again. Basically, you can run any racing games or any other games, and not all of them support gamepad. Most of them actually don't support gamepad, but we have integrated this one to offer people to play games that are supported. So basically, if I want to play any games, I can actually, we have just implemented one game that you can use this one to actually tilt this one left and right. Is going to send the command to basically turn left and right to brake or do all of these using the phone. I'm really excited about this one, and really looking forward for you to try this gamepad, which is again integrated in our Collaborate Messenger.
Yeah.
Okay, let me think if we left anything out.
Okay.
Okay. With the Hello 2, you get everything you got with the Hello 1. Like, let's say, and more, way more. So basically, you can again, we do support camera feed right now. Thank God I remembered. Night vision.
Oh, yeah.
I'm gonna let you talk about that.
Basically, we wanted
maybe just to tell them actually from where it came the idea for night vision. Basically, we had a lot of people who were using our camera for camera feed purposes, and they couldn't see their children at night. So they were like, yes, but it's dark, I cannot see them and whatnot. So that's where the idea came from.
Yeah, so basically what we did here is included an IR cut, hardware IR cut. So, and we have 4 IR LEDs here. So in dark rooms, for dark rooms, we have a light sensor which will automatically switch to night mode or day mode related to your luminosity in your room. So if the luminosity is low at a certain level, then the IR cut will switch off, and then the IR LEDs will switch on and will let the camera actually see in the dark. So the IR LEDs are pretty strong, so you can see the entire room in the night mode. So it's really helpful for those who want to see at night in the room. So we don't want our hello only in your video conferencing room.
Yes.
So we want the hello in every room and in every house, because it's really helpful. It's like your hub in the house.
Exactly. I mean, as he's mentioning, the whole idea for Hello 2 is to be an all-in-one communication device. We just don't want to be stuck into offering a communication device for video conferencing, for having a pleasant audio or a video conference with anybody out there, offering support for third-party apps. I mean, I don't see others doing this as we do. We do support any third-party app that has an Android APK, and you can install it and run it within the Hello 2 device. We want to offer people the ability to use camera feed, to use Hello for camera feed purposes, for motion detection. Basically, we do have motion detection as well. If someone if is moving and you activate motion detection, it's going to send you a picture of that moment. We're working on enabling video features and saving streams and saving in locally and saving to the cloud and all those capabilities. So basically, that's one of the reasons we have that support. Another thing we do have integrated within the Hello 2 device, but we haven't really explored so much and actually bring home automation capabilities. I'm going to let my friend talk about this one, but we do have Zigbee integrated within our device.
Actually, what we did is integrated Zigbee in our device, so Hello can serve as your hub for Zigbee devices. As for Bluetooth devices, in order to connect with our Bluetooth, you need some Bluetooth supported devices. The same is going to go for the Zigbee. But as we can see, the technology trend, now Zigbee is more and more supported and used for automating. So if you have your Zigbee devices, you're going to be able to use Hello to automate things like you can have Zigbee switch or Zigbee dimmer or whatever. So you can control them through Hello. So as you can see, basically Hello is not only your video conferencing system, but it's going to be in like a hub or all-in-one video conferencing and communication platform.
Yes. So yeah, we do have Zigbee capabilities as well as my friend mentioned. Yes, right now we're still working on controlling and being able to offer exactly this the things that we want to offer you with Zigbee. Up to now, you can use Alexa. I mean, for home automation, you can do it through Alexa until we provide our own solution.
We're working on that, but it's just not yet ready. So I don't think it's going to be.
It's not going to be ready to be shipped to you guys. But I mean, another thing we can talk about. We have to close it very soon because we're reaching 1 hour. But anyway, we do, as with Hello One, as we do over-the-air updates. So basically, every new feature, new implementation, whatever we do next, it's going to be sent to you guys via our own using like over-the-air servers. So basically, you're going to receive it. It's going to be complete. It's not going to bother you. It's going to be done automatically. It's going to ask you if you want to update your own device, schedule an update, or update it right away, leave it for later or anything like that. So we're bringing such capabilities with our app, with all the Android OS that is behind the Hello 2 device and supports it, with our audio firmware, and like everything is going to go through over the air. And like you don't need to bother about installing anything manually or stuff like that.
And you don't need to bother about the big updates. Also, we're going to use incremental updates, so the downloading of the update will be done really fast, and you won't even see it probably.
So like basically what we have with the Low2 device, if we need to make one small change and we don't want to send the whole OS as an update, the whole system, what we do is we just send that part that was changed as an incremental update, so you guys can just apply it, and like it's gonna help with whatever was intended to. I think this time
questions maybe.
Okay, so I guess like I mean, I mentioned before, you can pair any third-party speaker. You can also have, like, you can insert USB in the back of the Low2 device. If you have any, let's say you have a speaker or microphone with the, you want to connect it wirelessly with wires, not wirelessly, you can do so in the USB in the back
so
of it.
Another thing to talk about is, as I mentioned in the beginning, we added the Type-C port. So
yes.
As you saw, we have a whiteboard, but the call is still going on, right? So if you want to see at the same time the whiteboard and the call, like you have 4 people, 5 people, you don't want them to bother you in the whiteboard. So yeah, buy 2 LO TVs. So you can use 2 LO TVs. Like
Yes.
We support dual
Not LO
screen.
TVs.
Yeah, whatever TVs. Yeah. So but hello TVs. You can use 2 TVs, and we support dual screen. So the way we do that is Type-C can work, is the 3.1, so can work as a display port. So we kind of used this and tested this before. So it works really cool, and it's flawless.
Yeah, it's like it's a different implementation that probably has not been seen elsewhere. What the 2 use cases I can talk about right now. One, we're bringing out of the box once you get the Low2 device. So basically, once you do that connection through Type-C to another monitor or TV, and you start a call, and you want to turn that call into a conferencing session, into a whiteboarding session, you're going to have two monitors split. So one screen is going to be fully for whiteboarding purposes, when all you see is whiteboarding and the features offered in whiteboarding, and the other one is going to be where you're going to see only the feeds, only the video feeds of the users. So basically, you're not going to be bothered by anybody out there. So it's going to be separated. Another use case, we're going to be sending it via our over-the-air updates. It's going to be ability to screen share and be in a call. So basically, video and screen sharing in 2 different TVs. In one TV, you're going to choose which, if you have like more than one screen share, you're going to choose which screen share is going to appear in one side of the screen, in one monitor. And in the other monitor, again, you're going to get the video feeds, audio feeds, whatever is there, and whatever is in that call. Yes, that's it regarding dual screen support as well. Anything we forgot? I don't see that. I don't know. I think we're good. I believe, like, I mean, yep, as you can see, any Android application can be installed within the Low2 device. I've had countless of demos with people who had their own app and they wanted to try it right away. And I mean, it just works. You just install it. They send me the APK, create an account so that I don't bother. And I just went there and I used even whiteboarding in some apps that were supporting it, video conferencing, streaming, whatever. I mean, everything.
So basically, why we're so confident in this is because you can say that your feedback were our tasks.
Yes.
So it cannot be bad if it's built in your feedback. So your feedback was what you needed the most, and we really concentrated on that. So we're really barely waiting to share the devices so we can have your feedback and maybe like celebrate what we have done. And
just rest a bit. So yeah, as my friend said, I mean, with the low one, we still offer 24/7 live support chat. So anytime you have any questions, if you have any suggestions or anything for us, you can just, like you did this before. You were the ones complaining about not having night vision capabilities. You were the ones saying like, hey, I need to pair a third-party speaker. Okay, we're gonna make a Hello 2 without the need to pair probably a third-party speaker or a microphone. So basically, your requests have all been noted, and we have been integrating them in the Hello 2 device.
Actually, we really would like for all of you to schedule a live demo with him here, so you can feel it like before you buy it. Like you will know what you're getting. So
you're gonna see the video quality. You're gonna see the audio quality that we were constantly talking about.
Yeah.
And I mean,
you can just reach to our support email.
But wait until after New Year, so because I'm fully booked until then. So after New Year, we can go ahead and schedule. I don't know. Do you have anything else?
No.
I guess we can click that end button now. So thank you, everybody. I mean, again, just feel free to reach out to us if you need anything. If you have any questions, suggestions, integrations, anything that we're missing, shoot an email, reach our 24/7 live support chat, and looking forward to having your Hello devices sent to you.
Thank you so much for joining, and see you next demo.
Yes.